the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Pang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
What's going on? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 121.
The Valentine's Day Extravaganza.
The Love Edition. Also, so we are testing right now. You may see a microphone here. Before we get into talking about Cardi B being pregnant allegedly, Taylor Swift getting back in the courtroom and winning another lawsuit. We got some Olympics talk, Valentine's Day, all that stuff coming up. But we got a mic here because we're working on podcasting. Soon, we're going to bring you the audio version of the Cubicle Show that you'll be able to download from like iTunes or from Stitcher. So that's coming soon. This is a test run. We're going to test it over the next day or two. And then hopefully next week we'll be able to launch out the podcast for you.
To check out the equipment we're working with here, if I may.
Yes.
This is...
Ooh, deluxe.
I don't know. Well, I don't want to move it, but can we get the glare off of that? There we go. Yes. A rock band. We're working with a rock band mic. OG, like... Rock Band 1 from 2007.
High quality for the people. We want to make sure it sounds good. I mean, we're getting great levels over there.
Yeah, we actually are.
All right, so let's get into it. It's being reported that Cardi B is pregnant. Now, rumors were surfacing a week or two ago that she was pregnant, and she even came out and was like, in her words...
Let me fat in peace.
Thank you.
The infamous saying now.
Possibly the quote of the cinch came from Car.
At least of this quarter of the year.
Okay,
probably.
yeah, that's
we can
fine.
say that with authority.
From this month, the quarter of the month.
Quarter of the month, let me fat in peace.
What's her team reporting here? What are they telling people?
Here's what happened. She performed at a couple of events in Minneapolis right around the Super Bowl. And at one, there was a VIP area. And, the staff there was going to escort her to the VIP area. And her representative said, no, she just wants to hang out by the stage and drink Fiji water. Now, okay. Could that
Fiji
be
water's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
could it be because she's
right.
pregnant? Sure, but that's just circumstantial evidence, right? Maybe she just didn't feel like drinking. Fiji water's good, and she just wants to chill. But then the rep told the staffer that she was 3 to 4 months pregnant.
What?
So that's a little less circumstantial. So Cardi B herself has been repeatedly denying that she's pregnant. Hence the let me fat in peace. She's claiming she's just getting fat. Her words, not ours. This is what she says. But the way I see it is we're going to learn soon enough whether or not she's actually pregnant, because you can only fat in peace for so long before you start to be obviously pregnant.
Yeah, that is very true. Is she also saying that she's not pregnant because she's actually in denial that she's pregnant and she doesn't want to accept that she's pregnant right now?
That's entirely possible. The way that she lives her life, I don't quite understand it, but it seems to be working. So if she wants to deny the baby straight until it pops out,
what if she... Not accusing her of doing everything, but what if she pulled an Offset and cheated on Offset, and that's not Offset baby?
Whoa, hang on, I'm distracted by the booty.
Fat ass got all the boys took.
There's Jake Allen, everybody.
To quote
the Cardi B.
Belcalis Almanzar herself, that's her real name, by the way. I don't know if it's how you say, maybe it's Belcalis. I have no idea, I've only read it.
Now, do you think, though, having a baby will bring her and Offset closer, or do you think it's...
No, that's generally seen as a bad strategy for saving a relationship.
I thought having a baby was the best way to save a relationship.
No, some people think so.
That's what I heard. Huh.
I guess, well, when you really love someone, you put a baby in them, and I guess when you're trying to fix your relationship, you put a little piece of yourself inside them, mix it up a little bit, and see what comes out, and maybe that thing will be the little cherub from heaven that
you got to be responsible for.
Yeah, see, then you cause problems. People forget about that.
Maybe she thought the idea of having a baby at first would be really good, but now she's like, okay, it's like the same, right? Everybody's like, I want a puppy. They're not like, I want a dog. Everybody's like, I want a baby.
Right.
Not a
I see what you're
human.
saying. Right. They want the early stage, not the responsibility.
What if she realized,
like teenage years?
I got to take care of this for at least 18 years. And then most likely after that, the kid's going to annoy me for another 20 years. Because I'll tell you right now, I still annoy my parents to this day. I got a problem, I call my dad up right away. Like when the hot water went out at my house. Do you think I went to Google or anything to try to figure it? No. I call my dad right up.
Yeah.
7 a.m. in the morning. I don't care. care if you're up, Dad. Listen, I know I've been out of the house a few years. I'm out doing my thing now, but you're my dad, damn it. I'm going to call you at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Go to the source. Eliminate the middleman. Google's a great resource for when you don't have somebody like that to call, but why would you... Don't take that step if you don't have to.
So we'll see what happens here. I think there is a chance that it is still a rumor, and that I think that Cardi B's team is really good at manipulating the media. And I don't know if this is the best way to manipulate the media, but it might be. I'm
torn on that because it's like, on one hand, why would you say, like, if you're a publicist, like a representative of a celebrity like this, and you say that, you know that's going to get out. You know that you can't trust a staffer at an event to keep that a secret. So either you're going in thinking, I know this is going to get out and that's okay because it's true, or I'm going to just use this as a convenient excuse to get her away from the VIP area now and hope that it doesn't get out, or it's going to get out even though it's not true and that's okay because they're talking about us. I guess all those are viable.
Then if they play out that she's pregnant and she doesn't have a kid, then everybody's going to look at her like a liar. Then they might have to pull like some crazy other rumor of a miscarriage, which is horrible, you know what I mean? So it's like, if they're saying that she's pregnant and she's not pregnant, I don't think there's a positive outcome.
Right.
I guess looking back on it, because...
Other than that we're talking about her, which is, I guess, the main goal of a publicist.
I guess so, right? Somebody else that's always out there just dying for people's attention and love and affection, Taylor Swift, right? So she had this lawsuit going on, 3LW. Remember those gals?
Nope. Actually, I do, because they two of them were in the Cheetah Girls.
Yep, they had the song
Disney Channel.
Do you have the info?
Yeah, basically, they tried to sue her back in September, claiming that her song, Shake It Off, from 2014, by the way, 3 years ago, plagiarized their song from 2000, Players Gon' Play. They said that her using the line, the player's gonna play, was plagiarizing their lyrics, and so they took her to court. And the judge said, nah, pretty much open and shut. That's it. That's the end of that.
Dismissed the case. So Taylor's 2 for 2 in the new year. Or
Oh, no, I think the other one was last year. It was, yeah. But the moral of the story is don't go to court against Taylor Swift. You will lose.
Yeah, you will get embargoed. Your life will get embargoed. Like, there's no doubt about it. We're going to get into Logan Paul's stupidity in just a little bit more. This rabbit hole just keeps continuing on. But I do want to bring up this one guy who claims to be from the future, right? This one guy says he time traveled from 2030, so 12 years in the future, and he came back in time. Now he hooked himself up to a lie detector, and like everything turned out to say that he wasn't lying, according to the lie detector. But let's not forget that lie detectors, like, I don't know what the stats are, but it really is like a 50-50 thing. They're not like crazy.
Effective.
Yeah, it's not like a DNA sure shot thing that's like set in stone, right? So he comes back from 2030, and here's some of the predictions that he made. So his name is Noah. He claims he started time traveling in 2021. He's got stuck in and he's stuck in 2018 right now.
So he's really from 3 years into the future, but he went 9 years farther into the future and then came back here to tell us his story.
Here, this is
yeah,
so confusing.
Go ahead.
Right? I'm going to just break down what he says here.
Yep.
It's a guy who says he's a time traveler from 2030. He also claims he started time traveling in 2021. So maybe that's when time traveling starts, in 2021. But he's stuck right now in 2018. Which he's breaking all the rules.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch Dragon Ball at all, you know that you can only go forward in time, you can't go backwards. Like, even the King Kais, like, it's not even... Only in special circumstances can they go backwards in time and stuff. Like, come on now.
It's too easy to create a stable time loop, is what could happen.
You don't want to mess up the flashpoint. Total nerd, like, things. So, anyways, his predictions are Donald Trump will get reelected in 2020.
That's a safe prediction.
Yeah.
Nothing
he
radical
claims
there.
Global warming will still continue on.
Okay. Does he have any like real revelations?
Hold on, man. I got a great one for you.
Keep them coming.
Regular money is still used, as well as Bitcoin.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence has become much smarter, but still isn't at human levels.
Okay.
Humans will be able to fly to Mars.
All right.
Electric cars will go 600 miles per hour.
That one's a little... Okay, that's the first one that really I'm like, I don't know about Mars, but I know that Elon Musk, he's
They've
all
already
about
got
it.
plans.
And yeah, so
I think they want to
that
launch
seems
somebody
feasible.
out there in like 2021 or something like that. They want to send people out there. That was like a original plan
right.
by NASA.
600-mile-an-hour electric cars, though, this is where you start to get off into the uncharted territory. That's where I'm starting to think, okay, either this guy's lying or he's from the future.
Here we go, right? Elon Musk is developing those things that are underground that will transport vehicles, and you go down, you like roll up, and you connect into this pod, and it shoots you like a couple hundred miles to your destination.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's already kind of... There's already
But
stuff
are we
out
talking
there
about
of
like
it.
electric cars on the street?
He doesn't
Specify. Okay.
So we
I see
can't
what
really
this guy's
specify.
playing at here.
Then he says time travel will be possible to the public in 2028, right?
Okay.
But he says he's been time traveling since 2021. So what type of clearance did this guy get to be able to time travel 7 years before the public?
Sounds to me like he's a time travel pirate, and you can't trust a pirate. So.
And then many major diseases will be cured, including some forms of cancer.
Okay. There's a lot of people out there that think there already is a cure for cancer and that pharmaceutical companies are just sandbagging it so they can make money off of people
course,
suffering.
because you know why? Because you make more money
Selling
treating
drugs,
it than you do curing
Yep.
it. Why would you cure it when you can just treat it?
Because people aren't people, they're just numbers and dollar signs
Facts.
to big corporations.
That's all we are. Think about it. When you got an older person, they gotta like spend every little bit of money they get from Social Security just for their medicines to keep going for the day. I mean, obviously they don't care about the people.
Speaking of people, where is everybody?
There's a meeting going on
Okay.
that I guess we have to go to after the Cubicle Show.
This place was hopping like 15 minutes ago. I was like, all right, we're going to have a sweet, like a swell Valentine's Day edition of the Cubicle Show. I do want to say I made this special tiara for Valentine's Day.
You look very handsome in it.
Thank you. So
we're going to get into some, we're going to save some Valentine's facts for the end because it is a stay woke moment that we're going to get into. But let's touch on this Olympic stuff real quick. And before we get into some little details on it, he's got some breakdown on the Olympics, some fun facts, right?
So the big news yesterday was Shaun White.
Before you get into Shaun White, right?
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to forget this 2 days in a row now.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to say that Kim Jong-un's sister, what's her name?
Kim Yo-jong.
Kim Yo-jong. Everybody's calling her the new shade queen. Everybody's like idolizing her and giving her this crazy
built up status, this
yes.
kind of like celebrity status. Actually, it was CNN who said that she was stealing the show at the Olympics. And
cute.
you know you're in a bad position when BuzzFeed is calling you out. Like when BuzzFeed is
being the rep, like
being the voice of reason
Yeah.
here. That's like you have gone too far. BuzzFeed posted this article being like she's not the headline was she's not your new fave shade queen, she's a garbage monster, and then the subhead was what the hell is wrong with you people, and it went on to list all the atrocities that the North Korean regime has committed against its own people and how basically she is behind a lot of this because she's in charge of their propaganda department.
Right, like
so
here's a perfect example of one of the tweets, right? Mike Pence versus Kim Jong-un's sister is basically amazing, showing how she's like side rolling them and everything, and there's like all these tweets about how she's awesome, and it's just really stupid. But I do want to say is like a lot of people are like, oh, they weren't talking and they were avoiding each other and all that, which I do think they were on camera. But there's this other angle out there right now where you can see, right? Mike Pence is reaching behind him and he's put his pinky out.
oh yeah,
And then Kim Jong-un's sister reaches in with her pinky and they're doing a little.
you think it was getting intimate?
They're doing just a tip with the
Like
pink.
ooh, that's
They're doing one of those right there.
That's a bold move.
So I think that the American and North Korean may have been bridged because they touched pinkies. Allegedly.
The patented Pence pinky touch, the patented Pence pinky poke.
There
we go.
All right. So anyway, Shaun White.
Okay, so last night, if you hadn't heard, Shaun White won the gold in the men's half pipe and snowboarding. It was the 100th gold medal for the United States in Winter Olympic history,
That's it? Wow.
which is a pretty cool. Yeah, I know, right? That kind of surprised me.
Seems like
We've
should be
only
more.
gotten 100 gold medals throughout the entire
Well,
history of the
I
Winter
think the
Olympics.
Winter Olympics only been around like 50 years or
Yeah,
something
that
like
may be true. But so that was a cool milestone. Plus, it had been 8 years since he won a medal. He won gold in 2006, in 2010, in 2014, he came in fourth. So people thought he was washed up. He's 31 years old. A lot of people were like, he's too old to be a top-tier competitor in this sport.
Yep.
He also injured himself trying to learn a trick over the summer and had to get like 60-some-odd stitches in his face.
That's
so
brutal.
for him to show up and put together the run that he did in his final run, it was down to the wire. I was watching it, not live because it obviously wasn't live because
The pressure was on.
Butt o'clock. Yeah, it was. The tension was high. Pressure was on. It was literally down. He was the last run, and he was in second place by 1 point. And he came down, man. He freaking nailed it. And I'm not going to try to pretend like I know about snowboarding and how good it was. It looked really cool from somebody who knows nothing about snowboarding, and you could tell that he knew he did a great job when he came down and they announced the score and he won. It was all very emotional. Like, it looked like he was like crying, like tears of joy, and it was awesome. It was great to see that kind of thing from somebody who basically they didn't think he could do it. So it was awesome. The end.
You called it beautiful.
I did.
Please
Freaking
refrain
beautiful.
from calling any sport that's not soccer or actually football beautiful.
Why is that a adjective specifically reserved?
Yes.
For
Football is the beautiful sport.
like we're talking
Like the real
footy,
football.
soccer.
Yeah, we're not talking about American
Mm.
football. Who likes American football?
Where is this coming from?
I don't know, just because I saw that you posted, you said something about beautiful earlier about it. And I had nothing to add in about the Olympics because I don't watch sports. I actually hate sports.
This friggin' guy in his cable battles because he just wants to watch sports, and he's sitting here pretending like
I had
he
a big
doesn't.
argument with the cable company. I was like, all I need I just need ESPN, Yes Network, 27, and 610 and 13. I just need to be able to watch some freaking basketball, hockey, and baseball. That's it. But yeah, I hate sports. Okay, well, anyways, anything else you want to throw in? Did you have a medal count?
I was looking it up, but then I got distracted, so no, I don't have a total medal count right now.
We'll
get
get you
tomorrow.
a medal count at the for our last Cubicle Show of the
Yeah.
week. All right, so Logan Paul is, man, he just cannot learn. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. So he is out there casting. He is currently looking for a real albino woman for a music video. There's a posting of it, which I'm trying to get right now, and hopefully I'll be able to put it up on the screen for you in a minute there. But yeah, so as if like, you know, I mean, how does this even sound like a good idea, especially after everything you're going through, and it's for your comedy video, so we can only imagine what he's going to do.
How can he think
Like,
this will end well for him?
You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's like, okay, it's great, like, you know, if you're going to get an albino woman in your video and she's not going to be doing anything bad or, like, you know, humiliating to herself or anything, like,
Mhm.
that's cool, but
But we know that
I
it's
don't-
probably not going to be that
Yeah,
way
I
based on what he's
can't
already done.
seem
So
to trust Logan Paul. Like,
well, recap. Okay, he did the video in the Japanese suicide forest with a body hanging from the tree, which at the time I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to be like, oh, he just stumbled across his body. He was genuinely shocked. He wasn't making jokes about it. And I thought people were giving him kind of a hard time. It's like, okay, you make a mistake. Let him backpedal, let him correct his actions. But then he comes out with this video where he's tasering dead rats. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't bother me, but you got to know that's going to bother somebody. It bothered PETA, and it bothered a lot of people that thought it was inappropriate. So that's number two. Now, YouTube's president does not think he should be deleted from the channel because he has not violated their 3-strike policy. They have a policy where if you do things wrong 3 times, then you get deleted. And he's only done 2 things wrong. But you got to think, this is your 3rd strike.
Right.
Dude, if you want to apply the standard, then apply it evenly. That's fine. I don't think he should be removed yet. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because YouTube wants his ad money. But no, if they kick him off after he makes his 3rd strike, then fine, good, get rid of him. Like, how can you possibly think that this it just seems like he has no idea what he's doing, or he has every idea what he's doing, and he's doing it on purpose, and it's gonna come back to haunt him.
I think that he is trying to push the line. I think he thinks he's
Edgy.
the guy edgy. Yeah, I think that's the perfect one. I don't know why I can't send this over to myself, which is unfortunate. Well, yeah, so he's like, he thinks he's edgy because he takes a freaking plate and he throws it on the ground, he breaks it, and he's like, you know what? I walk up to him like, and then he'd be like, I'm Logan Paul! Like, you're not
So it'd be
edgy,
the kind
like,
of thing
chill.
where it's like, I threw oranges at your face.
Logan Paul!
Logan Paul!
Like, chill, bro. Like,
You can actually, we'll leave this up because I want to show off my Valentine's Day tiara again.
All right. So, anyways, I just think that there should be people in his corner to help him out because I don't think there's anybody there that's really got his best interest in mind. I think people are just honestly kind of using him for the money because he's bringing a bunch of money, and and probably a bunch of the people around him are young like he is. And I mean, when you're young, you make stupid decisions. I made a bunch of stupid decisions when I was younger. I'll never be mad at somebody for doing that dumb stuff. But it's like, after a while, you gotta get people in your corner to make things better. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all I gotta really say about that. And I know this picture's here, but I think I can change it real quick. And if this works, this would be glorious.
We're gonna replace the picture of the garbage queen with...
Did it work? It didn't work.
I don't think it worked.
Okay, well, anyways, so Valentine's Day today, we're about to close it out with some Valentine's Day talk. Also, before you go out on your date, make sure you use some of this colon blow.
Good. All right. So, if you're thinking about getting married today, probably can't stop you because, that's already set in motion. But if you're thinking about getting married on Valentine's Day in the future, remember this. People who get married on Valentine's Day are 37% more likely to get divorced. Researchers think that it's because couples are more likely to rush into a wedding so that they can have it on Valentine's Day, but it goes deeper than that. It's probably also because if you get married on Valentine's Day, you're a freaking walking cliche and you don't have the creativity or the flexibility necessary to make a marriage work in the first place. And that's your Stay Woke Wednesday moment. Also, I want to hop up on my soapbox a little bit here because I made this dang tiara and I want to go off. So you're getting a deluxe edition, special edition for Valentine's Day.
I don't know.
People talk about Valentine's Day. Personally, I think Valentine's Day is one of the worst holidays of the year because when you're alone and you're reminded of how much everyone else is in love. And when you're in a relationship, then the expectations are sky high and you're just spending so much money. So personally, I have only been in a relationship one year on Valentine's Day back in 2012. And that's when I learned that you need to, if you're single on Valentine's Day, freaking relish that freedom, okay? Because when it comes to buying all the lavish gifts and the presents and the expensive dinners and the flowers, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's kind of the abridged version because we've gone on really. I was gonna go off on
and
this.
I got some stuff to say. I mean, honestly, I do think kind of Valentine's Day get a little easier as you go on if you're with the same person.
Maybe that's never happened to me.
But you still gotta always, but it don't at the same time. But anyways, With that being said, we out of here. We'll be back at it tomorrow. The Cubicle Show is on the Jams 96.3 Facebook page, Monday through Thursday at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a Cubicle Show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just gotta... One. Boy!